Hi everyone, I'm here as a representative of my group member. Would like to present the question 4 of our group assignment, which is pivot table. Before I start, let me briefly explain what does the pivot table mean. Actually, pivot table is one of the powerful features that we can find in the Microsoft Excel. The pivot table can be used to analyze and summarize the raw data in just a few seconds with a mouse click. Okay, to create a pivot table, we need to have some raw data in the Microsoft Excel. Okay, let me do an example of this data set. This is the data set of a financial transaction before summarize. If we have only a few data, we can summarize it manually, but how about if we have a long list of data like this? So we need to summarize it using the pivot table. To create a pivot table, first we click a single cells within this data, just a single click. Then we go to the Insert tab, then choose the pivot table. Okay, because just now we already clicked on a single cell within the data, so this is the entire data that we are going to summarize. We need to select whether we want the pivot table to exist in the new worksheet or the existing worksheet. In this example, I choose the new worksheet and then click OK. And this is the blank pivot table, and this one is the pivot table field list. For example, if we want to know about the total amount of transactions, we drag the amount to the value box, and this is the data that has been summarized, and this value is the total amount of transaction. We can also summarize the data about the total amounts the salesperson received from their customer. Then we drag the salesperson to the row label box and the amount in the value box. And this is the summarized data, and this is the total amount that a salesperson received from their customer. And this is the total amount from all the salesperson. If we want to see the customer of the salesperson, for example, the customer for the Bob, we can just double click the value here, and this one is a list of data of the customer of the bot, and this data will come out in the new sheet. Okay, now let us go back to the previous page. And this is the one dimension table which only have either row labels or column labels. Okay, now let us look at the two-dimension table which consists of column and row. For example, if we want to know how much each salesperson has received from their customer through each payment method, we can drag the payment method to the column labels box, and the salesperson remains in the row label box, and also for the amount. And this table is the data that has been summarized, and this value, for example 6,390, is the total amount received by the bot from his customer through the case. After the two-dimensional table just now let us try to do the three-dimensional table. Okay, for example, if we want to summarize the data about how much each salesperson has received from their customer through each payment method based on the package that the customer had buy, let us drag the package to the report filter, and the other field remains in the same box. And this is the data that has been summarized with all of the package. We can click the drop down list of the package package to choose the package that we want to see. For example, if we want to summarize the data for only the science seeker package, we click it and click OK, and the data will summarize based on only the science seeker package. We can also filter for the payment method and sales version that we want to see. For example, if we want only the Mastercard payment method, we can click the drop down list and then select this all and just select the Mastercard, then click OK, and the data will just summarize for the payment method through Mastercard. Since this value is should be in a dollar unit, so now we have to change the setting of this value. We can either go to the value box here to click the drop down list and choose the value field setting, or we can go to click the sum of amount here and then right click and then choose the value field setting, and we choose the number format, we choose the accounting, and change the decimal place to 0 and then click OK, then the dollar signs come out. Besides this, we can also change the design of this pivot table. We can go to the pivot table tool here, click the design, and then choose the design that we prefer. Choose this one. Okay. Other than that, we can summarize the data regarding the debt as well. So I create a new page. So I go back to the raw data, click, then go insert pivot table, then click OK. For example, if we want to see the total amount the sales version received for each month based on the package, we drag the sales version to the row label here, and the amounts to the value, and then the date book to the column labels, and the payment method to the report future. So this is the data that has been summarized based on the date, but now we need to group all these date into month. So we click the date book here and then right click and then click the group, then we choose the month, then click OK. So the date has been summarized into the month. For example, for this value means that in March the Carol had received the total amount of this value from his customer. Instead of summarize the data based on the sum of amount, we can also summarize the data based on the average. We can do this by click the sum of amount and then right click and then choose the summarize value by. We can choose either count, average, maximum, mean, or the others. So now I choose the average, and the value has summarized in the average of amount received by each sub-project. Besides this, we can also summarize the data about the total average and count amount of sales that are received by the sales present in one pivot table. So to do this, let us go to the new page. So click insert and then pivot table and OK. Now we drag the amount to the values box 3 times, then we change the cluster name for the first sum of amount. We click the value field setting, Then we change the cluster name to total, and total is equals to the sum. So we change the number format since it is in the dollar unit. We choose the accounting, then decimal place we change to 0. Click OK. Okay. For the second one, we change the cost name to average. We also need to change the summarized value field by to the average. And we change the number format to accounting, change to 0 decimal place. Okay. And the third one, we change it custom name. We click the count and change it to count. Since the count is in unit, so we no need to change in it number format. So just click OK. And then we drag the sales version to the column label here, and we drag the sum of value to the row label. And this is the data summarized. That's all for my group presentation. Thank you.